If you're someone that's trying to chase their dreams, grow a business, grow a brand, you're probably wondering why a lot of your friends and family don't support you. You're probably wondering why all the people that you thought were really close to you are not there to support your events, support your posts, share something. They're not doing the small things to allow you to grow in your business. I'm here to tell you why that's happening, and number two, what you can do about it. What is up, guys? Sumi here with ThoughtCast, and today we're going to talk about why you got people that are not helping you. Like, why are these people not interested in seeing you grow? Wouldn't it logically make sense for them to see you grow and then you can help them out? Like, if you are launching a clothing brand, for example, and your clothing gets big, it gets worldwide, why wouldn't they want you to get big? Because then they can say they know you, they were there to support you, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they can get some equity in the company. Maybe they can get some free clothes. Why wouldn't they want that? Well, I'm going to tell you why. The first thing that you got to understand is that some people just are naturally haters. Some people have a broke mindset. See, being broke is not a bank account number. It's a mindset. There are people I know that don't have a lot of money, but I consider them rich because they live a rich life. They have a rich mindset. They have a productive mindset. They have an optimistic mindset. There's some people I know that have a lot of money that are broke to me. They're broke. They might be a millionaire. I'd be like, you're broke. Because they have a broke mindset. Some people just have a very negative, a very toxic, and a very repulsive mindset where they just don't want anybody to be successful but them. They have a mindset where the world revolves around them. And I know you know who these people are. I know that you know a few of these people in your life where they don't want you to have success. You know why? Because if you become successful, let's say you have a high school friend and you become successful, they're going to hate themselves a little bit more. Because they see that you had the same circumstances and the same lifestyle and the same upbringing as them, and they see you becoming successful in front of them, and it hurts them because they see an opportunity that they could have had. They feel like the world only has a finite level of success, and you're taking away from that success. Let me tell you something. There's an endless amount of success in this world. Just because I become very successful in the financial industry, in the consulting industry, in the marketing industry, in the restaurant industry, doesn't mean that you can't become a billionaire in that industry. It doesn't take it away. In fact, it shows you that it can be done. It shows you that there's a need. It shows you that there's systems and processes that can scale up. When I started becoming a little successful in my financial firm, people hated on me. People didn't like me. They felt like I was taking away from their success. People in the finance industry were competitive with me. I'm like, why? Am I not showing you that this is successful? Am I not showing you that this can be done? Am I not showing you that this is actually possible? Shouldn't we be excited? Shouldn't we celebrate together? That was my mindset. But they are over here hating on me. And you can tell a hater by the way they look at somebody else's success. You can tell by the way they clap when someone wins an award. You can tell by the way an expensive car drives by or when they drive by an expensive house. When I see a big house, when I see a nice car, I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. That's awesome. I can't wait till I get one of those. I can't wait to get that one day. Oh, I'm so fascinated by that. I want to ask that person how they got that. But then there's people that are like, oh my God, that's so much money. Why would someone do that? You know what's funny? People hate on me for spending certain amounts of money on a car. Like I have a car of mine that's $150,000. They said if I had $150,000, I wouldn't spend it on a car. First thing I say to them is that you don't have $150,000 to spend on a car. Second thing is this is a smaller percentage of my income than your car is. Most people make $50,000 to $100,000 average income, right? And they're buying a car that's $30,000 to $40,000. That's 50 to 60% of their income many times. I'm over here buying a car that's not even 10% of my income. Okay? So at the end of the day, that amount of money that I'm spending is a lot less costly for me to spend. And I still have money left over to use on my lifestyle and my investments. I have passive income. I'm not worried about that stuff. People hate on success. There's a lot of haters out there in the world. And they're probably not supporting you because they see that you can become successful and they see that your idea has potential. And maybe they just don't want it to grow up because they don't want to lose you as a friend. They don't want to see you change. And also, they just don't want to see you win. The other thing I'm going to tell you is that sometimes people are doing it out of love. My mom didn't want me to go into entrepreneurship because she knew it would be painful. She knew it would be stressful. And I'm not going to lie to you, it was. I called my mom many times during my struggle with entrepreneurship. And there was many times I wanted to quit doing what I wanted to do. There were many times that I called her up at night crying, upset, frustrated, stressed out. I don't want to be here anymore. Like I would talk to my mom like this. And she was like, leave. Come home, go back to school, become a doctor. And I was like, nah, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Not that I have anything against doctors. Not that I have anything against the medical route. I just wanted my dreams to succeed. There were many times I wanted to give up. And my mom didn't want me to become an entrepreneur because I struggled. I really struggled. I had a lot of sleepless nights. I sacrificed my health. I sacrificed my well-being. I missed out on parties. I missed out on vacations. Every other 25-year-old, 24-year-old was enjoying their life. I was not. I was stressed out. I got white hairs because of my stress, not because of my age. But now it paid off. It all worked out. But there was a price I had to pay. And sometimes your parents, the people that you love, know that there's a price you have to pay. When I see someone engaging in something that's going to be very, very big and that's going to be very, very, intense in terms of work, I really advise them. I'm like, hey, are you sure you want to do this? It's going to be a lot. When I see someone launch a clothing brand, I'm like, listen, bro, this might not be for you if I know that they're not a hardworking person, if I know they're not locked in, okay? I'm going to be like, hey, this is going to be a lot of work. You're going to lose money on this. And they say, oh, you're a hater. But the reality is, I love you, man. I just don't want you to go through pain. I don't want you to be burnt out. I don't want you to be hurt when this doesn't work out, when you're not printing money like you think you're going to print money. Sometimes you got to humble them a little bit. And if they still do it and they're still consistent with it, that's good. Fine. More power to you. But there's two sides to it. People oftentimes don't want to see you become successful. Here's the thing that you don't even understand. When you start getting a little bit of success, that's when people hate the most. They start looking at you and they start seeing you slip away. They start seeing you grow up. They start seeing you blow up, and they don't want that. When I started my social media, I'll tell you this, prime example. There's only a few people that I knew in my life that supported me. There was only a few people. Most people hated on me. Most people in my own city hate on me. Oh, that TikTok guy, I knew when he was a bar back. I knew when he was scrubbing the tables at the clubs. I knew when he was, trying to make $100, $200 a day. They looked at me like I was not good enough. I was proud of myself back then. I was proud of everything I did. And they didn't support what I did because they constantly had this vision of me. They put me in this category of young 21-year-old Sumi that worked at a nightclub, that worked as a promoter, that worked as a bar back. That's all they look at me as. Some people still look at me as that. The kid that parties, the kid that buys a couple more shots. Like, that's what they look at me as. They don't look at me as this person, the CEO, this person I've become. I'll tell you something. A person can say they want to be a millionaire to a bunch of people in a room. And the only people that won't laugh at them and think that they're being dumb and stupid are the millionaires. And there's another quote out there that's like, a person will say they want to become a billionaire, and the majority of people will laugh. But the billionaire won't laugh because they know that the dream is so big that most people can't understand it. You've got to have a vision, and you got to have a vision that scares people, that turns people down. You want the majority of people not supporting you. Honestly, that's how you know your idea is good. If your idea is simple and it makes sense, like, hey, I want to open up a lemonade stand or a hot dog stand, most people, average-minded people, are going to be like, yeah, that's good, man. That's great. That's wonderful. You should do it. And it's you subscribing to their beliefs and their mindset of what they're at. But when you got an idea that's so big where I want to be the biggest influencer in the mental health space, I want to help people all over the world in their mental health and their business and their lifestyle, a lot of people laugh at me. A lot of people tell me, yo, you're lame. You can't do it, man. How do you think you're going to do that? I just have a belief. I have a vision. I have a mindset. And no matter what you tell me, I'm always going to push forward. I come on here every single week, every single month, and I put out videos. I drop content in order to help people because I genuinely want this to be the reality of my dream, because I genuinely want this to be reality. I'm not going to give up until it is. So at the end of the day, I want you to understand that people will hate on you, sometimes because they're haters, and sometimes people will urge you away from things because they care for you. But if your vision is big and your work ethic is there and you're backing it up, you're going to find a few people along the way that are going to believe in you. They're going to really subscribe to your ideas and your beliefs. But you've got to do it first. You've got to believe in yourself first before anybody else. You have to be your number one supporter. When you own the gas station and you're the only employee, you're the boss, you're the janitor, you're the CEO, you're everything. And it takes a lot of time until you can find someone that joined that vision and you have a track record of success. So don't give up on your dreams. Stay focused, stay locked in. Understand that your dreams might not be to be a CEO and entrepreneur. It might be just working at a company, having a stable family, and really living a consistent life. Define what success is first for you, and then allow yourself to really fall into that vision. If you guys found this video helpful, please leave me a like. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be here today. You could have been anywhere else in the world. It means a lot that you're here with me today. Any support is appreciated. If you guys ever want to connect with me, my links are down in the description below. And if you are in the Cleveland area and you're looking for an apartment, I want you to hit up K&D. Big shout out to them for allowing us to film this video here in this beautiful penthouse. Thank you, K&D, for supporting our podcast. And if you need some help looking for some apartments down here, hit me up. I'll put you in touch with them, and we'll get you the home of your dreams. Until next time, guys, Sumi out.